Good evening and hello everyone, I'm Chad Hunsaker. Welcome to Blue Valley High School. It's Class 5A sectional playoffs. It's the Lansing Lions and the Blue Valley Tigers. Class 5A playoffs are loaded this year. 13 of the 16 teams are coming back from last year that were involved in the playoffs. Three newcomers, Salina South at 4-5, Highland Park at 3-6, and Hayes with an 8-1 record will be taking on Hutchison out there. So several perennial powers and former state winners involved in the 5A playoffs. Bishop Miege, who has handled just about everybody this year, but for these Blue Valley Tigers, they're 8-1, and six-time defending state champion Hutchison at 7-2 is back. And of course, last season's champions and runner-ups are also involved in the 5A state playoffs. That's Blue Valley at 8-1 and Bishop Carroll also at 8-1. Bishop Carroll will be taking on Salina South tonight. South has run through four coaches, and they're just limping in over the last 6 years. But one coach has remained constant, a presence among the Class 5A elite. South won state titles in 2000 and 2004, and Sherman then in the playoffs during his one season there in 2008. Just to give you a little preview of that game, dual threat quarterback Zach Palmer leads Carroll, which fell to Blue Valley last year in the state title game. Squad features Hernandez and Goolsby as offensive threats on the ground. That should be a great matchup. Salina South at 4-5 and Bishop Carroll at 8-1. Another one that's in interest around the 5A playoffs, and that is Highland Park at 3-6 against Bishop Miege. Tim Grunhard's Stags stubbed their toe, as I said, in the regular season against these Blue Valley Tigers with a score of 27-24, and they responded by scoring 41 or more points in 4 of the season's final 5 games, including a 75-point game against Harmon in the regular season finale. Another game of interest that interests me is Hutchison at 7-2 against Hayes of 8-1. Hayes is bringing in a 1,000-yard rusher, David Cardinal, and he had 289 of those yards and 4 touchdowns against Great Bend in week 1 of the district play. And of course, you know, Hutchison is always a powerhouse, and they've got quarterback Trevor Turner leading them for the Seahawks, and tailback Jamon Cotton. So a lot of great games going on around in the 5A class sectional playoffs, and we're going to have a great one here. Let's figure out how these teams got here. For the Lansing Lions, they're at 5-4. They've had a couple heartbreaking losses, but one of them early in the season was a 4-point loss to Piper. And they also lost to 4A powerhouse Baser Linwood by the score of 43-21, and another 5A playoff team of Mill Valley at 42-21 early in the season. Last week, Bonner Springs defeated and took the district championship away from the Lansing Lions by a score of 35-21. The Lions gave up 28 points in the opening 12 minutes, and it looked at times to be a great team, but several times during the game they struggled. Tonight, the offensive line must put together a solid full game for the Lansing Lions. Blue Valley defensive line has been on their game just about every game of this season, and Coach McNearland has put together a hungry defense for tonight for the Blue Valley Tigers. Last week, the Lions' offensive leaders were Joe Snyder, finishing 18 of 32 with 200 yards and 2 rushing TDs. He also threw for a TD to Cameron Decker, and Decker finishes with 6 catches of 91 yards last week. The rushing game is going to be handled by Nick Hughes. Last week he finished with 72 yards on 11 carries. Now the Lions defense has given up 35 points, 3 of those 4 losses. Rushing game of Nick Hughes, Cameron Trout, and the offensive line at Miller, McNeil, and Carey are going to have their hands full against the defending state 5A champions, and that is Blue Valley. Blue Valley comes into tonight's game with a 8-1 record, 2-1 in district play, and that was Class District 4. And they snuck away a district champions away from Gardner Edgerton last weekend right here on this field by the score of 40-6. Zimmerman last week opened the district game against Gardner Edgerton with a 5 for 6 passing for 47 yards on a 4th and 17 play. Then they never looked back, defeated Gardner Edgerton by the score of 40-6. Zimmerman finished the game with 192 yards, 19 of 24, 2 passing TDs, and are rushing for 3 TDs. So Zimmerman was involved just about every single touchdown for Blue Valley. Sean Skaggs, Jack Porter, and Rinkelmeyer all had big offensive games last week. And, of course, the ever so powerful Justin Folks, who a 1-2 punch for these Blue Valley Tigers, are going to be a handful for the Lions. The Blue Valley defense held Gardner Edgerton last week to 131 total offensive yards and forced 3 and out on all but 2 of the second half possessions. Blue Valley defense also returned a fumble for a touchdown last week against the Trailblazers. Let's look at the key of the games for both these teams. For the Blue Valley Tigers, rallying to the ball. It's ever so important for Coach Drixel's team and the defense to rally to that ball. And ball control. They just need to wear out this Lions defense. Over on the other side of the ball for the Lansing Lions, they need to take care of it and need to also rest that defense. Ball control is very important. As I said, they gave up 35 points in 3 of their 4 losses. Lions defense is going to be looking at the number 1 total offensive team for Eastern Kansas League, and that's the Blue Valley Tigers. They are averaging 406 yards a game, 35.67 points a game, and we are set. We are ready to go for Kansas 5A sectional playoffs. Blue Valley Tigers and the Lansing Lions. It appears that Blue Valley is going to be kicking the ball away to the Lansing Lions. They're setting things up at the 40-yard line. Both these teams played Turner early on in the season. Blue Valley came away with a 51-0 win, and the Lansing Lions beat Turner 36-20. We're set to go. Austin Johnson kicking off. Beautiful kick down to the 8-yard line, picked up out to the 10, the 20, the Lions out to the 25, breaks 1 tackle, and across the 30 to the 31, and the ball carrier was Bailey for the Lansing Lions. Nice kick return for the Lions to start things out. Great crowd on hand. Still some fans piling in on both sides. Real crisp night. Not as cold as last week. Last week, wow, that was a chiller out here, Blue Valley. All right, so the Lansing offense brings them up to the line. Snyder under center. Lone setback. Nick Hughes. Quarterback keeper met right at the line in the scrimmage. He might have gained 1. No gain on the play, so 2nd down and 10. And they're awarding Chris Foster with the tackle. Snyder's going to go shotgun, man in motion. Reverse. Look downfield and pass falls incomplete. So a little trickery. Summerall trying to get the ball out to number 26, Cameron Trout, but just overshot him. So bring up 3rd down. So perhaps the Lansing Lions think they need to throw in some trick plays here to throw off the Blue Valley Tiger defense. Snyder's going to drop back to pass. He's under pressure, escapes him. He's going to pick up the first down and out of bounds over at the 43-yard line. Pick up a 13 for Snyder. Over on the defensive side for the Tigers, Cooper McCoy led the Eastern Kansas League with 111 tackles, 61 of those solo. And also Chris Foster, he's already had one tackle on the night. First down and 10. Quarterback keeper, perhaps a broken play, and he might get back to the line of scrimmage. They award Chris Foster with another tackle as it's second down and 10. Trout and Hughes in the backfield. Deckers split out close to me. Option. They go to Hughes. Breaks one tackle and then brought down quickly. He's actually thrown for a loss of 1. .45, David Marr comes up with the tackle for the Tiger defense. So third down and 12. Big third down here for Lansing Lions. Snyder set to go. 3 wideouts, 1 in the backfield. Low snap, handles it, looks downfield, covered, intercepted by number 11, and that is McNairland. Boy, McNairland had the man covered all the way down the field. Cameron Decker did not have a chance to catch that one. And so the Tigers will take over at their own 34-yard line after that interception by McNairland. Folks in the backfield. Zimmerman set to go. Look over for the play. 3 wideouts. Look to pass right off the bat and met quickly. Pass was called by number 16, Rickelmeyer. Nice job by number 28, Nick Hughes, to all right, second down and 10. No gain on the play. Out to the pass at Rickelmeyer. Another pass play, brings it down. Zimmerman's off to the races. Across the 40, the 45. He's at midfield. Blocked by Skaggs downfield. He's crossed to the 20, the 10. One man to beat. Touchdown, Zimmerman. '70-yard touchdown scamper for Zimmerman. Nice block at the 40, about the 35-yard line by Skaggs downfield to open it up for him and take care of that one man. And then it was just a race down to the goal line. So the Blue Valley Tigers are on top with 9:01 to go, and the extra point is good. That brings it to 7-0 with 9 minutes left in the first quarter. The thrill of the touchdown, the excitement of successful pass, they combine to remind us that state football championship games are only moments away. Sponsored by the Kansas State High School Activities Association. State playoffs will begin November the 1st and conclude the final games on November 26th. Attend the games, support your team. Join the crowd during the final weeks of Kansas high school football beginning November the 1st. For more information, call the Kansas State High School Activities Association, 785-273-5329. The Kansas City Command season tickets for the 2012 Arena Football League season at Sprint Center are on sale now. Call 855-KC Arena. All right, so Zimmerman with a touchdown. At the 9-minute mark, Austin Johnson going to kick it off at the 40. Back deep is Bailey. And also Hughes. They're standing at their 1 and 3 yard line. Beautiful high kick. Goes to Bailey. He's out to the 20-yard line. Down at the 15. It didn't quite get to the 20. At the 15, brought down quickly by the Tiger defense. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Lansing Lions. Nugent with the nice coverage downfield for the Tigers. Snyder needs to take care of the ball. That's some of the habits of these Lions offensive unit. They turn the ball over a little bit too much. Out to Hughes. Nice cut back to the 20, the 25, and he moves the pile up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 15 for Hughes. Curry with the tackle for the Tigers. Nice job by that offensive line to open up that hole for the Lansing Lions. One of our key to the games tonight. Another run by Hughes. Or excuse me, that is number 26, Trout. And he picks up 6. All right, so the Lansing Lions come out running the ball, picking up yardages right and left. Second down and 4. Hand off to Hughes. A nice move and gets the first down and a couple more. Gain of 6. Hughes put a little juke right at the line of scrimmage, and he was left the man dead in his feet and moved it up another 6 yards. So first down and 10. Lions moving the ball with 7:54 in the first quarter. Ball rests at their own 43-yard line. Snyder's going to roll out. Got a man downfield. 2 of them caught by Trout, and he's down to the 40-yard line. And then brought down by number 8, Cole Foster. A nice pickup of 16 for Snyder. Boy, had 2 men right there, right next to each other. I believe that other one was Colin Anderson along with Trout. Trout came up and got it. Gave him a big first down and 16 yards. Snyder's asking Decker to come in a bit. Going to keep it, roll out, big pressure, keeps it, and he's down to the 31-yard line of the Tigers. Snyder picks up about 7 yards on the play. Nice pursuit, but Snyder was able to wiggle his way through that defensive unit of the Tigers. Hughes, the lone setback. Colby Anderson split out. Look to Snyder. Snyder looks to pass. In and out of the hands of the receiver. And that was Colin Anderson. Boy, the Tigers were right in his face to kind of... Snyder had a double pump and let that Tiger defense move out of his way so he can make the pass. So big third down here. Third down and 3 for the Lansing Lions. Snyder's going to keep it. And, boy, he's close to the first down, but I think he's going to be short. He needed to get down to the 28, It looks like he got down to the 29. He's a yard short. Pickup of 2. So 4th and 1 right here. Trout and Hughes in the backfield, I formation. Anderson split out. Going to go up the middle. And I don't know if he got it. He looks short from up here. And it's going to be Blue Valley ball on downs. Boy, he got a half a yard. He needed a full yard, so Blue Valley's defense held with 5:37. $5 foot long subs are back at Mr. Good Sense. 7 great subs to choose from. Come see what fresh really is at Mr. Good Sense. Zimmerman brings his offensive unit back out. Folks in the backfield. Number 2 rusher in the Eastern Kansas League. Perhaps would have been number 1 if it wasn't for missing 2 games because of injury. Rinkelmeyer with the catch down to the 35, a pickup of about 6. All right, so 2nd down and 4. Jack Porter here close to us, split off. Up the middle. Gain of about 7. Justin Folks with his first touch of the ball game. Gives the Tigers a 1st down. Well, Folks had 181 rushes for 1,427 yards, 14 TDs. And that's the direction they went to this time. And quickly brought down by number 45, Cole Taylor. In fact, thrown for a loss of 1. Folks is averaging 7.88 yards per carry. He is right behind Wrench of Gardner Edgerton in the Eastern Kansas League. Zimmerman's going to drop back to pass. Got, I believe, Rinkelmeyer over there on the far sideline, and one of those lines reached up and grabbed him. Well, it was kind of behind him and a high pass, so he's lucky to catch that. It was a loss of 1. So big 3rd down here. 3rd down, and I'm going to say a long 12 for the Tigers. Zimmerman drops back to pass. He's got Skaggs across the middle. He's going to drop it down and run. He's across the 50. Got the 1st down. 1 block again. Skaggs on the far sideline. And he gets down to the 37-yard line of the Lions. Nice pickup of about 14 yards. So Zimmerman doing it with his feet right now. Got 84 yards on the ground. Rinkelmeyer in motion. They're going to go Justin's way. Off to the right, and they're waiting for him as they're going to throw him for a loss of about 4 yards. Nice job by Hughes. Knock Folkestone out of bounds. So far that line defense has been real stiff on the run. All but for Zimmerman's big breakout. Second down and 14 for the Tigers. Drop back to pass, 3:16 left on the clock. Scott Skaggs on the 30, the 25, the 20. He's going to go in for a touchdown. A 37-yard touchdown. Zimmerman to Sean Skaggs. With 3:09 in the first quarter. So Austin Johnson comes in for the extra point. And the kick is up. And it's good. Johnson is 25 of 27 on the season for extra points. And make that 2 more, so it's 27 for 29. It's the Blue Valley Tigers 14 and the Lansing Lions 0. If you're going to trust the roof over your head, you need to trust your roofing company. With Christian Brothers Roofing Company, you get years of experience. Don't wait until you know there's a problem. Contact us for a complimentary 16-point roof and gutter inspection at Christian Brothers Roofing at 816-453-ROOF or at 453roof.com. A big pass, Zimmerman to Skaggs to put together another nice drive. That's the Blue Valley's second possession of the game. And so far they're perfect, scoring 2 touchdowns. One off a scramble by Zimmerman, 70 rush. And then, of course, that touchdown pass to Skaggs. Johnson with a kick. It's going to go Bailey's way. He's going to pick it up at the 5-yard line. Up to the 15, across the 20. And out to the 24-yard line. So first down and 10 for the Lions. Joe Snyder comes back out. He was injured on week 4. And the backup quarterback came in and did a nice job, and that was Linton Van Deeroff, a senior for the Lions. We might see him a little bit tonight on that Lions offensive unit. So far it's all Snyder. Hughes is in motion. Trout next to him. Snyder's going to drop back to pass under pressure and brought down quickly by number 44, Jason Tupper. Tupper threw Snyder for a sack of a loss of 6 yards. Tupper, one of those main guys on that Tiger defense. He's got 73 tackles and 2.5 sacks so far on the season for the Tiger defense. One of the top in the Eastern Kansas League. Snyder fumbles the snap, picks it up, and then dropped down again by that Tiger defense, a loss of 4. And that was David Marr with a sack. So third down in a bundle here for the Lions defense. This happened to them last week. They got down quickly to that Bonner Spring Braves in the first quarter by a score of 28-0. Another loss on the play. That one went Crownman Trout's way. And they're going to have to punt it away here as it's fourth and a bundle. Well, McNairland's going to go back to midfield and wait for the punt. McNairland led Kansas League with 15 returns of 149 yards. He's averaging 9.93s a return, yards a return, so very capable of running this one back. Nice high kick for Lions right at midfield. One block. It gets out to the 45 and then down to the 43-yard line. Chad Carey had a nice block over on the far sideline to give McNairn a few more yards. So the Tiger offense is in pretty good shape here as they take over at first down and 10 at the 42. Thinking about buying or selling a home? If you are, I know about 6,000 agents who would like to charge you way too much. Or you can call your friends over at Realty 1.5. If you want red 7, hot route service, and you want to save thousands of dollars, give them a call at 302-7886. Again, that's 302-7886. Zerman's going to bring it down, look downfield, and he's going to overshoot Skaggs by about 3 or 4 yards. Boy, Skaggs had his man beat, number 69. We'll have to check that number. He's not on my roster, but he was well behind the Lions defense out there. So second down and 10. Justin Folks up to the 35. Going to break one tackle and gets down to the 30. And that's a gain of 12. Parks and Nick Hughes in on that stop for the Lansing Lions. First down and 10. They mark it just at the 29-yard line. Go to Folks one more time up the middle, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Nice job by number 26, Crammon Trout. So second down and 10. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter as your Blue Valley Tigers are 14 and your Lansing Lions 0. Nick and Jake's, real food, honest drink. Nick and Jake's, the proud title sponsor of 810varsity.com. Check out our promotions throughout the season on Facebook or on Twitter at Nick and Jake's. Need storage space? Need rent a U-Haul truck? The Storage Box is the answer. From storage services to truck renting to packing supplies, Storage Box has been providing exceptional service for more than 35 years. With 3 locations, and they also ship packages all over the country at the Leavenworth Shipping Depot. Visit us at shippingstorageboxincorporated.com or call 913-727-1236. That's 727-1236. Corrections Corporation of America is proud to support the Lansing Lions Gamecasts. CCA is America's leader in partnership corrections. Operating over 60 facilities in nearly half of the states, learn more about CCA job opportunities at ccajob.com, where you can apply for a rewarding position as a correctional officer, nurse, or teacher, just to name a few. Your next career could be corrections with CCA. That's ccajob.com. Zerman drops back to pass, and nice coverage downfield as he was thrown for a 10-yard loss by number 78, Michael Miller of the Lansing defense. Boy, they were just all over Zimmerman, and Miller came up big. Dropped him for a 10-yard loss. So third down and 20. Zerman looks downfield. Skaggs in and out of the hands. Well covered by Logan Mintz. And so 4th and 20 here for the Tigers with 11:19 here in the second quarter. All right, so Zimmerman's going to go for it. Folks is going to be standing next to him. See if they can pin him down. A little quick kick. And it's going to roll out of bounds about the 8-yard line for the Tigers. Zimmerman comes in and does a little pooch kick down to the 8-yard line and puts the Lions deep in their own territory. All right, so first down and 10. Snyder's going to bring him to the line. Really need to put something together here in the second quarter. They don't want to dig themselves a hole too far. Snyder's going to drop back to pass. He's got lots of green out in front of him, and he throws it into a crowd and in and out of the hands of number 8, Cole Foster. Boy, Snyder is lucky that was not an interception at the 15-yard line by Foster. There was black jerseys all around that ball. So fortunate for the Lions and Joe Snyder. Second down and 10 for the Lions. Cole Foster had a big interception against Bishop Miege early in the season. Coach Driscoll got so excited he popped a hamstring, celebrating on the far sideline. Here's a handoff. It's going to go Trout's way. A pickup of about 3 yards on the play. So third down and 7. Block is tackler, one of the defensive linemen out there for the Tigers. Defensive tackle, he's 6'1", 268, just a junior. Snyder's got to go shotgun, low snap, handled. Looks downfield. Boy, well covered over there by McNairland and also number 8, Cole Foster. Pass was intended for number 4, Cameron Decker. All right, so 3 and out here for the Lions. Christian Porter is going to punt it away. McNairland's back at the 45-yard line. Bad snap, and he's going to have to run it out. Did he get it across? And he did, and he got out to the 4-yard line. Mishandled on the snap. And he actually got out to the 6. That's where they're going to mark it, so it's going to be short work here for the Tiger offense. Have you always wanted to learn to fly? Has it been a long life dream? Now you can live the dream. Learning to fly with Air Associates can be one of the most exciting, rewarding, and challenging activities you will ever experience. You'll have the most fun you've ever had. Their FFA certified flight instructors will take you through every step, from first flight to solo to the freedom of your pilot's license. Their special flight packages will make your training even more affordable. Visit their website at airassociates.com. First down and goal. Folks up to the 5-yard line. A gain of 1, perhaps up to the 4. Cole Taylor and also Michael Miller in there on that stop for the Lions. So second down and goal. Skaggs and Porter split off over here close to us. Folks alone in the backfield. He's going to split it off to the right and scamper in. Nope, out of bounds right at the 1. Boy, I thought he got it across, but right at the 1-yard line. In fact, 6 inches. So third down and goal. Tight formation here for Zimmerman and the Tigers. Folks going to go right up the middle and in for a touchdown, untouched. And with 9:35 here in the first half, Folks gets his first touchdown of the night. That puts the Blue Valley Tigers up 20-0 as Austin Johnson comes in for the extra point. Johnson took over the kicking situation for the Tigers about 3 or 4 games into the season. And there's the snap, and the kick is up, and it's good. And he's done a real nice job for the Tigers. He hasn't been real accurate on field goals, and usually Logan Bretow comes in for the Tigers. He is 2 for 2 on field goals. But kickoffs and also those extra points are all handled by Johnson. 9:35 here in the second quarter. It's Blue Valley 21 and the Lions 0. The thrill of a touchdown, the excitement of successful pass, all combined to remind us that state football championship games are only moments away. Sponsored by the Kansas State High School Activities Association, state championship playoffs will begin November the 1st and conclude with the final games on November 26th. Attend the games, support your team. Join the crowd during the final weeks of Kansas high school football beginning November the 1st. For more information, call the Kansas State High School Activities Association 785-273-5329. Johnson with the kickoff. Again over to Bailey at the 10, and he fumbles it. And, boy, looks like Blue Valley got it at the 21-yard line, and they did. Oh, boy. Bounced right out of Bailey's hands. Took a nice high bounce. The Lions had a chance to pick it up. And number 44, Justin Tupper, with a big coverage on that fumble. And they spot it right at the 20-yard line. Be first down and 10 for the Tigers. Well, so far it's been going the Tigers' way. The game plan was to keep that Lions defense out there on the field to wear them down, and that's exactly what the Tigers are doing here in the first half. Folks in the backfield, Zimmerman. Give it to the workhorse Folks, and he picked up maybe 3. Brought down by 78, Michael Miller. Miller, a 6'5", 280-pound senior for the Lions. So second down and 7. Jack Porter's out there. Skaggs. Also Rickelmeyer. A big offensive unit out there. Durham, Heckmaster, Rollenstein, Rhodes, and Ember. Also Chrissy, the center. It appears to be timeout on the field. Blue Valley. So 8:49 left here in the first half. Blue Valley Tigers 21 and the Lansing Lions 0. Buy Factory Direct and save at Factory Direct Appliance. Call 816-468-8344 or visit us at kcfda.com. Smoothie King and that nutritional smoothies are refreshing, custom-made drinks that taste great and are good for you. Whether your goal is to lose weight, bulk up, or just find a drink that's good for you, Smoothie King is a smoothie for you. For more information, visit one of the Smoothie King Nutritional Lifestyle Centers, or you can find them at smoothieking.com. Nick and Jake's Real Food, Honest Drink. Nick and Jake's, the proud title sponsor of 810varsity.com, located in Parkville, in the Parkville Commons, or Overland Park at 135th Street. Visit them online at nickandjakes.com. Zerman drops back to pass. Nick Porter, and touchdown, Jack Porter. A 20-yard touchdown pass. Jack Porter is putting together some nice games here later in the season as he catches his first pass for a 20-yard touchdown. And boy, I tell you what, Porter was wide open there in the end zone. Nobody around him. And they made another quick strike. 28-0. Excuse me, 27-0 as Johnson goes for the extra point. I hope I didn't jinx him right there. There's the snap and the kick. Boy, that was close, but he put it in. So Johnson gets another PAT, and score is now 28-0. Make sure varsity.com is your central hub for the playoffs. At Playoff Central, get live playoff brackets updated in real time, and of course, live scores and more. Your source for the playoffs, 810 Varsity. And be sure to get ready for the new revamped 810varsity.com for basketball and wrestling. Kansas City's new source for high school sports, 810 Varsity. All right, so Lansing, I'm sure they're down on themselves and they need a big pick-me-up here, and perhaps they can put together a nice drive. As Bailey and Mintz are back deep at their 4 and 5 yard line. Johnson's going to kick it off to them. 28-0, 8:43 on the clock here in the first half. Another nice high kick, and that's going to sail into the end zone for a touchback. And so it'll be a first down and 20 for the Lansing Lions. Across the street, across the nation, locally owned Century Van Lines provides professional moving and storage services. Whether you're moving your home, your office, or your college student, we can help. Call Century Van Lines at 913-851-3600 anytime. That is 851-3600, or visit the website centuryvanlines.com. Snyder pitches it out to Hughes, and then met quickly by number 70, Heckmaster. And he was thrown for a loss of 5. Heckmaster does a nice job for that Tiger defense. Remember, the Tigers had to replace every single starter this year, as they lost all of them to graduation, all 11. So nice job by defensive coordinator McNairland. Second down and 15. Tupper shows a blitz. He's going to come up the middle. Picked up. Snyder's going to tuck it and run. And he might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Met quickly by Chris Foster. So third down and 15. Snyder stands next to Hughes in the backfield, man in motion. Man in motion, he's going to break out, and that's the direction they go. He picks it up at the 17-yard line, and then brought down by number 8 of that Tiger defense, Cole Foster. Snyder's only 2 for 6 so far on the night, with just 20 yards on the passing side. Here's a punt at the 5. Low snap. It's high. Short punt. Down to the 40, and it gets a nice Lions bounce, as it's going to be down at the 80 or at the 49-yard line, and that was number 89 Marshall out there downing it, and also number 60 covering that punt total. So first down and 10 for the Tigers at their Lions 49-yard line. 6:32 here in the first half. The Tigers are up 28-0. It's been all Tigers with a couple of miscues, a high snap on a punt in the end zone, and he had to scramble. Porter had to scramble out to the 6-yard line. Otherwise, it would have been a safety because there was nothing but Tigers around. Miscue on the kickoff return as Folks picks it up, and he's got a clear open field. He's down to the 20, the 15, the 10, and he's in for a touchdown. A 50-yard scamper for Justin Folks for his second touchdown of the night at 6:22. Boy, he had a big hole there, and all he had to do was get by number 17, Joe Snyder, and Snyder slipped, and then it was nothing but green grass, or I should say green turf here at Blue Valley High School, and in for a touchdown for Justin. Justin's had 14 TDs on the season and add 2 more, so he's up to 16 as Austin Johnson makes the extra point to bring the score 35-0 with 6:22 on the clock. Blue Valley Tigers up on the Lansing Lions. All right, so Austin Johnson brings him out. Sets it down at the 40. Mintz and Bailey back deep. Another high kick, and this one's going to sail into the end zone. And it's going to be a touchback. Bailey was there, but they're going to bring it out at the 20. So first down and 10 for the Lions. Full service auto repair, a quality oil change or muffler and exhaust work. Bring your vehicle to Dasher Garage and Tire, located right at 210 North Main Street. Dasher and Garage and Tire is now doing custom muffler and exhaust work. Stop by anytime or call Dasher Garage at 727-5700. Under center, Snyder. Decker is split off here close to us. Snyder's going to keep it, and he's driven back about 4 yards, but they're going to spot him with a loss of 1. Quickly in there was number 45, David Marr. See if we get some scores from around the area here pretty soon. I know the Bishop Miege game and the Bonner Springs game is against Gardner is a big one for everybody watching tonight. Pass was intended for number 4, Cameron Decker. Well covered, and he was able to get one hand on it and then sailed over his head. A big third down here. Third down and 10, 5:42 here in the first half. Like to see the Lions pick up a first down here. Put together a nice drive. Low snap. Snyder handles it, but Tigers all around him, and he's thrown for a loss of 8. Boy, it looked like more than that, a loss of 5. Jackson Tupper. Rolston and 89 Chris Foster in on that combination snack for the Tigers. So right at the goal line, Christian Porter set to go. So far his snaps have been a challenge, and he gets this one away. Boy, it's a high kick. And this time it's going to take a little Tiger bounce, and it actually bounces down to the 41-yard line and down by number 69 of the Lions. No, that is number 89, Marshall. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Tigers. Hand off to Folks. Down to the 40, 30. Flag on the play. Back at the 32-yard line. Big pickup of 19 yards on the play. And Folks comes up with a limp, and that's not what they want to see. He was out for 2 games against North and also St. Thomas Aquinas. And I thought there was a flag down. Evidently there was not. And Folks is down here. So, boy, we hope we didn't re-injure that injury from earlier on. All right, so as they sort things out, with 4:50 on the clock, the Tigers are up 35-0 here in the first half. At Leavenworth County Co-op, we provide a wide variety of services, from the Good News Cafe to the dog grooming to home propane and bulk delivery to a full service center. We can handle a ton of your needs all under one roof. Located at 4th Street in Eisenhower. Leavenworth County Co-op. All right, so it looks like Folks appears to be okay, as he is able to come off the field under his own power. Matt Floyd is going to come into the ball game for the Tigers. Floyd did a nice job filling in for Folks. Got the job done for the Tigers for those 2 games when Folks was out with injury. That's the direction they go. Matt Floyd's down to the 15. He breaks one tackle, the 10, and then down at the 3-yard line. Pickup of about 17 yards on the play. So first down and goal for the Tigers. 4:19 on the clock. Boy, that Lions defense is, I'm sure they're winded. They have been ran up and down the field here by the Tigers defense or offense here in the first half. Busted play, and Zimmerman's going to get thrown for a loss, and it's actually a flag on the play too. A legal shift against the Tigers. So I think that was on Matt Floyd, and he kind of knew it himself as he pointed to himself there. Five-yard penalty only. So still first and goal, but now it's back at the 9-yard line. That's the first penalty flag of the game so far. Only 5 yards. Matt Floyd's got it, and he picks up about 4 yards on the play. Brought down by Mintz, and also number 26, Trout. All right, so second down here. 3:20 on the clock. Plays come in from the sideline. The running backs, the receivers, and the offensive line coaches are over there doing the chicken dance each time as the players look over for the Tigers. Matt Floyd takes the handoff at the 5, cuts it back across down to the 3-yard line. And number 75 tripped him up, Carey. So a gain of about 4 for Matt. Tight formation for the Tigers. Matt Floyd single and goes up the middle and still driving. And did he get in? Nope, they're going to spot him at the 1-yard line. Boy, he's just inches short again for the Tigers. So fourth and goal here. Again, tie formation for the Tigers. And this time Matt's going to go up and over and in for a touchdown. And the Tigers score with A minute 54 left in the first half to bring it 41-0 here. Austin Johnson in for the extra point. And there's the kick, and it's good. So the Tigers 42 and the Lansing Lions nothing. Boy, the Lions have just not been able to put anything together here in the first half. The Tiger defense has just swarmed the line of scrimmage and the backfield to give Snyder and also Hughes just fits in the backfield. Just have not been able to put anything together here for the Lions. And you can already tell by just the motions on the field by the Lions that they are just not sure what to do or where to go from here. Back deep is Bailey and also Mintz. They're standing at the goal line. Johnson's going to kick it away here. Down to the 5. Bailey gets it, handles it nicely. 10, 15. Almost breaks one tackle, but number 23, Matt Floyd, was able to hang on. Or excuse me, that was 33, Schoenfield, and Bailey was not able to outscape him. So first down and 10 for the Lions, with a minute 46 on the clock here in the first half. And a personal foul out there on the Tigers. 15-yard penalty. So there's the second flag of the game for the Tigers. 2 penalties of 20 yards here in the first half. Snyder and Trout in the backfield, 3 wideouts. Hughes in motion. Snyder stumbled, handed it off to Trout, and he got up to gain 1. 59, Cooper McCoy in on that stop for the Tigers. So second down and 9. Decker and Mintz split out. I formation, going to go Hughes' way. Tries to go off his blocker. Picked up maybe 2. Out to the 21-yard line. Stopped by Cole Foster. I've got Hughes only 23 yards here in the first half, and he's usually up around 100 yards per game. Third down and 7. Snyder's going to keep it and tripped up at the line of scrimmage by number 71. That is Joel Rollenstein. So fourth down after only a gain of 4 yards. After 4 downs here, they're going to have to punt it away. Christian Porter has had all kinds of trouble. That snap has been all over the field, and they're actually going to let the clock run down. And so that's the end of the first half, as the Tigers are up 42 on top of the Lansing Lions. You're listening to 810 and watching 810varsity.com. We'll be back with the second half in just 15 minutes.